Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. Very quick bit of news. We have the Swordmaster's Path, obviously coming tomorrow. Well, we are getting a 15x, a progressive chance event alongside it, which is running for the full 96 hours, and it's full of turtles. This looks like it is the last big hurrah. Yeah, I think this is the grand finale for the turtles. So you can go for April O'Neil, Donatello, Raphael from your Ancients, Sacreds, or Primals. Alternatively, if you don't like the turtles, there's Corvus the Corruptor and Rishtoff the Bold. Corvus is pretty decent. He's a good champion. He comes in AoE with poisons and poison sensitivity. He has increasing enemy debuffs and increasing ally buffs on a 3-turn. His A1 is decreased attack. He decreases the damage enemies under poison inflict. He's pretty decent. He's not bad. He's probably not insane, but he's not bad by any means. He can do some fun stuff. You never know, he might get a look in at some of these new bosses coming at the end of the year. We will see. But he's not bad. Rishtoff is pretty awful. Unfortunately, I would say Rishtoff, definitely a champion who could get a buff. There's one thing he does well. We'll come to that in just a second, and it's worth noting before we go further as well. Does more damage per poison. Rubbish move. Triple hit puts poisons on all enemies for each hit. This move's actually really good. So like 3 poisons AoE. He has an AoE A1. This champion fundamentally sucks. He can do okay with the AoE poisons. As time goes on, there's just more and more champions that do this, that take away anything that's special about him. Now, the thing that is most special about him is empowerment. And if you're going nub, I already have Donatello. I did the fusion, but hey, I'd love to empower him. They do not empower themselves. So Corvus actually empowers April. I would say that's not worth doing. I'm not too keen on April. I think Corvus is probably just as useful as April, so I wouldn't be rushing to empower them. Mikey is empowered by Rishtoff. Mikey's way better than Rishtoff. That's pretty much worth it once you finish your Faction Guardians. And we can see the others again. Raphael will be empowered by Kantra. Donnie by Dracomorph. I'm thinking again, all of that stuff is worth it. Shredder by Riho, probably not worth. And Leo with Shuzen, that's the spiciest one by far. Let me tell you, that's a tough decision. So yeah, out of all of these, I think that funny enough, Donatello is probably the most important. Yeah. Raphael, second. I do think Donatello is better. I think you can do very strong turtle team. Just Leo plus plus Donatello is pretty powerful. You obviously want all the turtles for the full turtle team, which is really strong. Funny enough, I think if you're fighting a full turtle team in live arena, you might actually be better off banning Donatello over banning Leo. Donatello is kind of nasty with his cheat death passive. Raphael, it becomes the big danger with his block revive and his damage output. I don't know. It's always a tricky one. I put April around here, and I'd be putting Corvus probably after, and Rishtoff way down there. That's probably roughly my ranking. In fact, let me extend these a bit. So I'd be looking at Donatello. If I didn't have him, he'd be the one to get, because he does combo with Leo, and he is the support. So he's just a perfect champion to pair with Leonardo or to pair with Raphael. Raphael without Donatello, a little bit tricky to run, honestly. And same thing, Leonardo does work on his own, the best out of all the turtles. Well, I guess Donatello works well on his own too. They're just generally really good champions. But yeah, Donatello's are the key for the full turtle teams along Leo. Raphael, really solid as well. Great damage, the block revive, pretty big impact. He is cool. Not so keen on April. I think she's relatively weak, but there you go. She is limited edition, so yeah. And Corvus is decent, but not crazy. Then we come, to the spicy ones. We have Shredder. The last hurrah for Shredder, then Riho and Shuzen. These are all very good. So Shredder, I'd be putting something like, I don't know. I actually think maybe Raphael's a little bit better than Shredder overall, which seems crazy. But I think it might be true. Raphael might actually be stronger than Shredder in Arena. Now, obviously, he's sort of tied into needing the other turtles to bring in his ally attacks so he can start blocking revive more often. But Raph is pretty good for that block revive. Shredder, he's decent. I don't know. Now, Riho is very good. I'd probably be putting her a little bit better, and I would be putting Shuzan as the best of these. But I would be giving special honorable mention to Shredder because he is a limited edition void. That's the key thing for me. He is limited edition. You can never get him again. You do get a bunch of free stuff. If you've collected all of the Turtle Champions, you do get some free stuff. I think the biggest thing that you get is a free copy of Zibia Servitude. This is your... You can't be crit when you're low HP. It's actually fairly niche. You have to have a really tanky champion to make use of this, but it is good. So it's super, like someone like a Galathier, a Duchess, a Nice even. There's a bunch of really tanky champions that can benefit from this. They become very difficult to kill, and they can win a fight if they don't get killed. So you can surprise your enemy. But it's definitely not the best. It's one of the weaker mythical relics, but it is pretty darn cool when it works well. It works real well. So yeah, you do get one for free if you collect all of the Turtle Champions, including April, Shredder, and the 4 Turtles. So if you're only missing Shredder after getting Leo, I think he becomes pretty valuable. Like, so for me, I am probably looking now to pull my Void Shards and go for the Shredder and hope, fingers crossed, for a Shredder. He's limited edition, kind of fun, collect all the Pokemon. Why not? But yeah, I say Shuzan is definitely, out of the 3 Voids, Shuzan is unquestionably the best one overall. And Riho's pretty cool for boss stuff. But yeah, I think Shuzan is definitely the best. You know, you pair her up with Siegfried, and they speed farm like every dungeon. They speed farm every event dungeon. All that stuff. She's insanely strong for Arena. So yeah, that's sort of my thoughts on that. Let me know what you are doing. It's a good chance to pick up any turtle you missed. Michelangelo is the only TMNT champion excluded from this, but seeing as he's the free login champion, you should all have him for free anyway. So that's totally fine. No big deal there. And yeah, are you going for any of these? What do you think? Are you picking up Shuzan to empower Leonardo? I mean, she really benefits from +2, +4. The extra speed on her is juicy, so it is tricky. But that's where we are at. Like I said, for me, I'm going to have to pull some of everything. I'll be going for Shredder with my Voids, and then I guess I'll go for Corvus because I've got the other champ. So that's where I'll be at. Yeah, I'll see you guys. We'll break down the path tomorrow. I might do some pulls tomorrow as well. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe we'll save it for the next day. I haven't quite decided, but that's where we're at. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. What do you think of this event? And yeah, see you for the path breakdown tomorrow. Goodbye.